main goal of the Syrian regime throughout 2019 was to take control of strategic highways in Syria's north. And for the first time since the start of the war, it looks like the tide may be changing. In April, the regime started an offensive against the town of Khan Sheikhoun. The barrage of bombardment lasted for months. Regime forces marched into the destroyed town in August after opposition forces retreated.
I ran from the city where I buried those dearest to my heart, my twin babies, Ahmad and Aya, and my wife. 25 of my relatives are also buried there.
Tens of thousands of people were displaced. Turkish and Russian leaders later convened in Sochi to discuss the fate of Idlib.
We discussed the events surrounding the Idlib de-escalation zone. It pleases me to say there is a decrease in attacks. Our main goal for the next phase is to strengthen stability in the region and ensure it lasts.
Despite countless assurances from the Russians, Assad continued his offensive. By November, regime airstrikes destroyed the last fully functional hospital in the entire region. But the tragedies didn't stop there. After Khan Sheikhoun fell, the regime directed its attention to Marat al-Numan. It's a strategic line of defense for the opposition, but a new wave of attacks in December reduced the town to rubble.
The M4 and M5 highways are important strategic routes that are in northern Idlib, and Marat al-Numan is a town that sits just between them. Assad and his forces want to take control of the town and the villages surrounding it.
With nobody left, it now resembles a ghost town.
I left my wife and daughters in Sarmata. My house was always here. I came here to take whatever belongings I can. Right now I'm looking for my motorcycle. Once I find it, I'm going to look for someone to help me. Only God knows how we escaped. God sent someone from Sarmata and he saved me and my family. He took us into his home. I'm grateful for that.
The M4 and M5 highways connect Aleppo to Damascus. They're also under the control of the opposition, and they pass through Idlib province.
After nearly a decade of conflict, this is what the Syrian war comes down to. Will the Syrian opposition hold on to these highways, or will the Syrian regime take control of them?
The UN says more than 200,000 people have fled the recent violence, and as the violence continues leading into the new year, Syrians are left with very little to choose from: escape or die. Yasin Eken, TRT World, Idlib, Syria.